Uncle, can you get out of the way so I can take a picture? Uncle! Hope you all had a good week. So I'm going to use again what I used last week, a nice warm matte palette. This is beautiful. So what I did was I put a good amount of the darker concealer on my mirror here. I might have to put more, but I'm just gonna have that for now. And I'm gonna take my foundation brush. I'm gonna take, let's take this one. So I'm gonna first start with my darker concealer, and I'm not gonna use foundation today. I've really been loving using just concealer a lot of the time. I'm not using foundation. I'm basically using my concealer as my entire base, but I use two different tones, a darker color and a lighter color, and it works really well. And I just love the feeling of it. Like, it's, for some reason, it just kind of feels nicer to me. It feels like lighter, but with all the coverage. So I'm definitely gonna have to put more. The reason why I'm putting it on the mirror is because I wanna get it evenly on my brush before I apply it. And I want a nice thin layer of coverage all over, but with not too much product, because I want it to feel nice. Something that, you know, I mean, I'm basically doing my makeup to Netflix and chill, and just basically stay at home and watch movies and documentaries and stuff. So I hope everyone's been having a good week. So Royal and I, we just came from the drive. Well, this morning we met up with my aunties to do the 100-day Buddhist tradition for my dad. So one of the things that Buddhists does to honor their dead is, well, there's a lot of things that we do, but one of the things is you go to a temple and you basically come there and offer some food, some flowers, an incense for your dearly departed. So that's what we did today. And I haven't been to the temple in a while. Well, I guess I have been recently for my dad as well, but I don't go there too often. But it's so beautiful there. I remember when this temple, when I was younger, was just a very simple, modest little temple, and now it's just so grand and gorgeous. So now I am going to use the lighter concealer, but this one I'm not going to put on the mirror. This one I'm going to put straight on my face and in very specific areas. So cover the hyperpigmentation that we get around our nose and our mouth. Now it looks like I have a goatee. So I'm just going to blend this out with my brush a bit first, and then I'm going to go in with the sponge to pat it out. So this Camo concealer is a hydrating Camo concealer, e.l.f. Oh, so good. I mean, I'm really honestly so surprised and so impressed by these e.l.f. products. I never used e.l.f. before, and now that I discovered e.l.f. through Trixie Mattel, funnily enough, it's just such a good, beautiful product for the price. Look at this coverage. Just look at this. It's this beautiful, full coverage almost. but it feels so nice. Like I tried it last week for the first time, and then I spent the rest of the day at home with it on. So I'm not doing much, but still I can just tell it just felt so nice. Yes, and the Holy Hydration face cream, that is really, really nice. So I've been using Clinique for years, and Clinique is beautiful. It works really well for me. There is no scent, no color. It's gentle. It feels like nothing. And I think, you know, moisturizer, that's how moisturizer should feel. It shouldn't feel unnatural. It shouldn't feel like it's a layer on top of your skin, or sticky, or anything like that, or too perfumey even, I think. I mean, I guess it's okay if you want to have a lotion with a nice scent. I want something that almost feels like just natural hydration for me. But this e.l.f. Holy Hydration is really, really nice. I mean, it has no scent, no color as well. Feels wonderful. It's thicker, which can be sometimes a bad thing. Like it doesn't, you know, it doesn't spread well. You have to use a lot of it. But no, it spreads really well. And it's like less than half the price. So I'm gonna put a little baking powder underneath my eyes. So you put the powder under your eye to powder your face, but most importantly, it's to catch the fallout from your eyeshadow. So I think I want to give myself a really warm kind of autumn orangey eye, even though it's spring now. I know, last weekend I was just watching so much news about the anti-Asian attacks in the States, and it was really bumming me out. Like it was just really making me feel really, really sad and just disappointed. Like it just felt like I was just thinking to myself, you know, we have progressed so much as a people, and we're going backwards. It feels like we're going backwards. Senior citizens getting punched in the face, getting lit on fire, getting slashed in the face, getting pushed down to the ground. I mean, what the hell's going on here? I don't know what I would do. I'd end up going to jail for something if anyone was to hurt my grandparents. So, oh my goodness, this is such a beautiful color. Look at this. This is like a warm sunset. I think if I was in San Francisco where folks are volunteering to walk seniors home, if I was there, for sure I would volunteer to do that. Our culture, we tend to be very passive, I think, where we acknowledge the situation, we acknowledge when something is wrong, but we don't speak up about it enough. We're not vocal enough about it. It just makes me mad because all of this violence that's directed toward the Asian community is not even provoked. It's definitely not deserved. Use this color now. So it's kind of a more, I guess like a burnt orange. I was just saying to Royal, I'm, you know, really concerned for all the business owners who, you know, how are they coping with COVID? You imagine you have a restaurant, you have a business, and I can't imagine if I had a business right now and you have to continue paying the bills, paying the rent and all that stuff, and you're not making as much money. I mean, I try to support them as much as I can. So I'm just doing that just to smudge the edges. Well, not smudge, but blend out, soften out the edges. I'll soften the outside of that darker black shadow. I'm just going back in with a bit more of that gorgeous orange. Just kind of sinking that into the crease a little bit. I'm putting a little bit of the Marcel. So this is Marcel Velvet Gel Jet Black, 24-hour holds. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of this on the bottom. But I'm not gonna go, so I'm gonna start from here, but I'm not gonna go all the way to the other side. I'm just gonna go to kind of the middle of my eye. Because I'm just trying to make my eyes look bigger, and you know, so you don't want to go all the way to the other side. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I want my eyes to look kind of more small and more sleek, so I'll go all the way to the tear duct, but sometimes I'll just put it on the outside. So you kind of want to go, I would say 2/3. So now I'm gonna take just kind of like a fatter brush here, like an eye brush, and I'm just gonna blend. Just blend it all in. Blend, blend, blend. So I'm gonna put this color right here. Just kind of lifts your brow up a little bit, enhances the arch. There you go. There you have it. All right, so I'm not gonna do any dark contour today. I just wanna highlight my nose a bit. So I'm just gonna put a little there, and a little there, a little there, a little there. Not too much. A little there, a little there. Blend that in. Beautiful. And then I'm going to now brush off this baking powder. So get rid of all that. This is the CoverGirl Vegan Formula Mascara. I know. Whoa. That is some thunder. Oh my goodness. Babe, do you hear that?
What? Please, what?
It's like thunder or something. You hear that?
That's windy. That's what?
That's crazy. So now I'm gonna put on the e.l.f. Blush with Primer, Always Cheeky. Do you hear that? So I always like to smell a bit, just so you know where the apples of your cheeks are, because that's where you want it. Smiling while I put my blush on. I don't know why I love blush so much. I just love blush so much. It gives me so much life. So this is so good. So before this, I was using, like I mentioned, Clinique, and for my serum, I was using The Ordinary, which is also very good. They have lots of different types of serums that you can get. I always like to blend my edges. So wherever I'm applying my powders and pigment, I always like to make sure my edges are blended. I really want to try the Fenty Fat Water. which is, I think it's like a toner, but for dry skin. So I'm gonna put a little bit of Milani bronzer. Look how gorgeous that is. So it's just bronzing. I'm just gonna give myself a little bit of a nice warm glow to make it look like I've been in the sun, even though I haven't been. Just give myself a little bit of a nice warm glow. Like I got a little bit of a tan on my forehead. A little bit of glow, a little bit of shine. So not too much, but if you put a little bit on the top of your nose like that, see, it looks like you got a little bit of a tan. Yeah, so I think I'm done. All right, so I think we're good. I think we're good for a night at home. I forgot to use my beautiful Fenty pearl stick. P-U-R-R-R-L. My little pearl stick. So I'm gonna use this. For all you pet owners out there, dogs, cats, Noah's Ark. Oh my goodness. Noah's Ark is such a good pet food brand. I know that they're local. The reason why I like Noah's Ark is, I'll tell you why. One ingredient. There's not a long list of chemicals, additives, all that nonsense. One ingredient. I got him the salmon skin last time. He really loved it, but he really loves these Caitlin.
Currently in the world.
Blanco, you want your treat?
Yeah.
He says yes. Sit. You gotta stay. No, stay sit. Okay. So this right here is shrimp inside tapioca powder with spring onions and some fish sauce. Fish sauce? Delicious. Babe, what are you eating?
Nothing.
This is 3 bean or 3 color, 3 rainbow dessert. So this is sticky rice with black-eyed peas and coconut milk.
Il est certain que beaucoup d'entre vous ne vous alliez qu'à regret à une reine française et catholique.
We have a scourge upon our land. It is worse than pestilence and famine. It is a woman with a crown, who only pretends to worship Christ when in truth she kneels before the Pope. We do not take instruction from Rome. We resist those who would tempt us with indulgences. Deny those who worship luxury. Respect not those who flaunt their excesses and hurl themselves to wealth and the degradations of the flesh.
Ici? Non. Ingrid is not Scotland.
What? You're so close.
Cherish each other as we would. Two kingdoms united. Meanwhile, accept this portrait as a sign of gratitude for yours. And please accept this suitor, who presents both his love and mine.
Blanco has his North Fetch on, ready to go for a walk. I got my mask on, and we're ready for a walk.